best player, your guy that's your main ball handler,
Get to the hole.
Yeah, and a guy that's amazing in fast breaks. You miss having him on the floor. That's just fact.
Well, our defense is just worse without him.
Oh, much worse. That's the most glaring.
I mean,
part,
that's how you get out. That's how you get out and run, though. You know what I mean? He gets a hand on something, and he makes things happen at the top right there. So, no, I agree with you. And then when you're leaking oil like that, an easy hoop like that is all it takes. All right, get to the foul line. I know he's not a great foul shooter, but he can get there. All right, and you know what I mean, we've seen him make clutch free throws early in the road trip. So, had he been there, that's what changes things. That's what stops runs. You know what I mean? Like free throws and a bucket here or there.
Brinks. This team can go 42 and 42, be the 8th seed, and still go to the finals if healthy at the right time.
Yeah, they're not going to go 42 and 42, but I hear you.
I think I know what he's trying to say.
It would be 41 and 41, but I hear you.
But I think I know what he's trying to say. I don't agree with the first part of it, but if healthy at the right time, they are who we think they're going to be.
Yeah, but we want home court. We want home court.
No, I think that's the whole thing this year. You don't want that bounce in somebody else's gymnasium. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
want that bounce at home. James saying the problem I have is there's crumbs who bash Brett Brown for everything when we lose, but when we win, all I hear is crickets chirping. Not wrong. Mama Ormsby, not concerned after the road trip.
Mama D.
I am concerned.
Mama.
I'm concerned with how deep we are, and we cannot play 4 solid, hungry quarters, and that's always been a little issue here for some reason.
It's the NBA. Everybody makes a run.
Jake Freer, what's up, boys? What's up, Jake?
What up, Jake?
To the poll question, I disagree. We're not even 10 games in. People need to calm down. Not wrong.
Yep, Negadelphia.
Chrome's chiming in. I'll get the Chrome.
Mr.
Ortalin. I'm not going to get his first name right. Good morning, guys. What's up, brother? And he said, let's go Sixers. We got this. Yeah, I think they're going to go on a nice little run here. And then, like James said and Sweep said, and we've all essentially said over time, you're not going to hear, hey, great job, Brett, at any point when games you're supposed to win. And I get it. It's the life of a coach. But this team needs to learn how to close out. There's no excuses anymore. There's vets on this roster. There's max player guys. Okay, Tobias is a max player guy in case everybody missed it. So down the stretch, I need my max player guys to step up. All right, Al Horford is not a baby in this league. All right, and listen, Al's going to miss shots, but he airballs a 3-pointer. Late in the game.
That's a good look too.
Yeah, and I know, but my point is like, it's a team effort to win in this league.
Dude, I'm 100% with you.
Everybody can get blamed when you blow 21 pointers.
I saw that question floating around earlier. It was yesterday or something. So 8 games in, I'm not disappointed in anybody overall in the last year and a half. Tobias is in my disappointed thing, and that's just how I feel. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying the stats aren't there. It just he hadn't been what I expected out of him yet. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping it comes. All right, that's fine.
I agree with you. And your hands got tied, like me and Wilson talking about the other day.
Yeah, you had to, absolutely.
Once you see one, Landry playing well, and then 2, you gave up pieces for him. Your hands are tied to Maxim.
Yeah,
more so than you were to Tyson. More so than Jimmy. Because Landry was showing you got a big time role in this league.
This isn't going back and trying to rehash what the decisions they made.
They
had to do it.
I agree with you.
We talked about it last
sometimes
year.
I watch him and I'm like, man, I really like this guy, right? And another time I watch him, I'm like, where'd he go? Right? Yeah. And that's part of the NBA, I guess. But when I'm maxing guys, I can't ever have him disappear. I think that's the main thing we're getting at here. It's not that we don't like the guy. It's like, I can't have you when you're getting paid max money, and I know money shouldn't dictate it, but it does, okay? Because that means you're a top 20 player in this league, in eyes, right, essentially, or top 25. So I can't have you disappear late in games. Everybody wants to put it on Joe. Everybody wants to say, oh, Joe this, and I get it. At the end of the Denver game, for instance.
Well, Friday.
But my point is like
Friday's a great example. Where were you? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, where was everybody? We get that, but that's the time where you step up and hit a shot. Right?
Him and Al.
Absolutely.
It wasn't any better. Wasn't any more glaring than Friday night.
Him and Joe.
Be a hero.
Him and Joe in the fourth quarter. We need you guys.
And Al.
When we're taking on water right there, we need you guys to get a bucket.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they weren't doing it.
Well, there's 3 guys. And I leave Jay Rich out of it a little bit. He's really a 4th guy here, but in that terms. But Al, Tobias, and Joe can't disappear in the fourth quarter. They cannot. This team's not going to be good enough that they disappear in the fourth quarter. Because we know Ben at times in the fourth, how he shades away a little bit, right? Or shies away, sorry. So we can't have other guys doing it. We know Joe's going to be aggressive. We know that. But Tobias, you got to be aggressive in the fourth. And how I expect to be, I do. But I need other guys than just Joel being, Joel's got to close out games all the time. No, this is why we got 5 really damn good basketball players.
I mean, listen,
in the starting 5.
By midway through the fourth, it was pretty obvious that Joe wasn't going to close the game out well for us because he was sloppy as fuck in the fourth. So you gotta, yeah.
Besides the shooting, 8 turnovers.
Listen, that's my only knock on Joe so far this year. I love his aggressiveness. He's turning the ball over too much.
Yeah. Yep.
You gotta stop turning the ball over so much. Right. But Tobias, you gotta see that and say, okay, next time down, I gotta get on the block. Get a smaller guy on me, and I got to get a bucket here.
He doesn't body up smaller guys.
He needs to.
But you notice that, though? He doesn't.
He did, though.
Everything.
When we got the win in that one game, he did, though.
Everything's a little bit of body, and then I'm going to fade.
Portland.
Everything's a little bit of body, and I'm going to fade, right? There's no
Atlanta.
There's no back down. There's no, his back downs aren't aggressive enough for me.
No, I agree.
For his size. That's all. I'm not saying
I totally agree.
He rebounds well. I'm not taking things away from him. There is things he's efficient. You know what I mean? There's things he's really well at. But the closer guy, I need to peek his head out.
And he's bigger than 2/3 of the guys that are going to guard him.
Because he's at that point of his career now, right? Too. Why you max him as well. He's at that point of his career where he's coming in the prime years. Well, I need you to now own the ability to be a closer. You don't got to be the main guy all the time. That's what's good about this basketball team. But you got to be one of them.
Yeah.
And I cannot have what happened in Denver happen again with them 3 guys. One of them needs to want the basketball and finish. Somebody's got to finish. 13 points you said in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
I mean, we might roll it.
Jokic had 14.
The 4 guys in here might roll in the 10 the way the league plays.
I'm hitting 3 threes.
Let it rain. Let it rain.
Well, there's 9.
I'm not getting past half court. So
we
didn't add you in, Greg.
We were thinking. I was adding him in because I was thinking he can just cherry pick. Maybe we get a couple easy buckets. He might get blocked from a guy. He might get blocked if he catches the ball at the 3-point line, and a guy might come from one side of the court to the next. Like Jamal Murray might come from one side of the court to the next and still block his layup.
Let it rain.
Rain
Now,
dance.
to the poll, we're all in agreement here. So where do you stand with it?
No, I absolutely agree as well. There's zero concern, disappointment, raising any level 8 games in. I mean, if like you guys said, if we're 2-6, if we're 0-8, maybe. But even look at the teams we lost to, as Sweeps mentioned earlier. Utah Jazz, good team.
Yep.
Phoenix Suns, up and coming, very good team. Denver Nuggets, the number 1 seed last year. It's not like we're losing to the Pelicans without Zion, right?
And where did Portland go last year, in case I missed it?
And Portland went very well deep. Maybe
Western Conference Finals.
Did they go to finals?
Yeah,
Western Conference Finals. Yeah. It's not like we're losing to Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? Like some of these bad teams. We lost to the upper echelon of the Western Conference.
Talk to me in a week now.
I'm okay.
Talk to me in a week or 2.
I don't know how upper echelon Phoenix is. And we disagree. Not agree, by the way. You disagree.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. My level of concern has raised. I disagree. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
But that stretch is tough. Now, if you talk about over the next 2 weeks, you start seeing that kind of basketball against teams that you should beat up on, then that concern might rise a little bit. But right now, no. I mean, there's people out there that are going to agree with it because they're looking for stuff, and they're hunting for something to always be wrong. I saw a guy write in a group, maybe the first smart thing I seen from somebody writing something in a group, but he really wrote I understand we say this and we say this for a couple years, but can we lay off Joe and Ben a little bit and let these young kids keep developing? You know what I mean? Can we just can we not nitpick after even wins? Wins we're nitpicking.
It doesn't matter, guys.
You know what I mean? And I know we can't say that every year. We can't continue to say, but Ben is really only 23. I forget it sometimes
too. Is he even
too.
23?
But I'm saying
he might not even be 23.
Well, whatever. I forget it sometimes.
I'm just saying
as well.
He might be 22.
What's Joe? 26?
Yeah, something like that.
Right? I mean, he's still young essentially. I need him to start fine-tuning some things. Obviously, I mean, I had no problem with Joe. But the point is, the Ben hate and all this criticism. I criticize him, too, at times. But I got to remember and pull myself back. He's 23. He is 23. If he's doing the same shit at 26, hammer him. Hammer him. You know what I mean? If you're still not shooting a year from now, then I'm hammering you. You know what I mean? But like right now, I find myself in that hard place where it's like he's still young. I got to allow development. Like I know I want everything rushed and everything needs to come right now, and I want it right now. And this team's built to win right now. You know what I mean? It all is. But then I got to remember for this specific guy, he's still young, dude. Still young, and hopefully these vets around him can help that transition too. You know what I mean? Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't like this narrative.
We got enough pieces. Where it shouldn't have to fall
on his shoulders.
Guy,
25 and 23.
Joe's only 25.
25.
So he's a year younger than I thought. So babies. And I listen, I want to be on Broad Street too. Do I think we got a good chance to be on Broad Street? Absolutely, because I trust this team. I love this group early on. I like their toughness, right? But if it doesn't happen this year, is the sky falling here in Philadelphia for the Sixers over the next 5 years? Hell no. Like if they don't win at all, you know what I mean? Hasn't fallen.
It's just open.
I need strides, man. Like I need to take a step further than I went last year. I need to get to an Eastern Conference final. Right? We talk about this, and for the Eagles, like it's not fair to say Super Bowl or bust. Like it's not fair. Like, seasons are long. A lot can go on. What's a fair thing when you talk about the Sixers is Eastern Conference Finals or bust. That's fair. I'm not even talking about winning it yet. I'm just talking about getting there. Fair?
That's fair.
Or too hard? Or is that too much?
No, I want to win it, but I hear you.
I want to win it too. I'm not saying we can't. I'm saying a fair, like, what would be considered being a bust of a year or a down year.
Failure, yeah, I got you.
A failure, however you want to slice it. To me,
a first-round exit.
the first round exit big time. Even a second rounder because you were just there again. You were there in the second round 2 years in a row. So now you must want to get over that hurdle, right?
Yeah, I just don't look at it like Wilson said. I look at it like, all the teams I root for, like, I expect to win it every year. You know what I mean? Like, whether I have a chance or not. Like, that's...
No, agree.
Whenever
Agree.
we're all 0-0 at one point. I understand rosters match up and all that stuff, and things have to fall your way. But, like, any team I root for, that's what I expect. So anything to me is, even if you have a young team or whatever, would be a disappointment. You know what I mean? If you don't cut down the nets. And I understand it's always, at the end of the year, it's only one team. And every sport is the champion, right? So there's, 30 other teams that are disappointed. College basketball, there's 200-something teams that are disappointed, when they don't win at all. So, I understand. We understand how it works. It's just, as a fan, that's what you should want, right? You don't have to be desperate and nitpick every play and stuff. But at the end of the year, hey, if we don't win at all, listen, I don't like to use that word like you said, but of course, you're pissed off. You want to win.
Yeah. I don't wake up to lose. You don't wake up to lose. Yeah. We're all in that agreement. Do I think this team, will I be disappointed anyway? A season ends without hoisting a trophy? Yeah. You know what I mean? But fair expectations and fair growth is saying, I need the next step. That's all. I need you to get to an Eastern Conference Finals now. Because we know anything can happen when you're in one. So now, the following year would be, you better go to an NBA Finals now. You know what I mean? Like, I want. You talked about a process. You talked about growth from day one here. Well, this is where it is.
Yeah,
steps.
Like I said, it's just
climb that ladder.
As fans, you become spoiled sometimes. That's a problem. So I just didn't like. Not from your end. I just don't like that word. Period. You know what I mean? Like when you're talking about sports, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. That's the word disappointing should apply to something like when you're a kid. If you had one gift under the fucking tree, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you really dropped the ball.
Yeah.
You really dropped the ball there, Santa. That's it's disappointing. I had a good year. You motherfucker. You fucking
had a good year.
You cocksucking motherfucker. I don't know. It's just, when it comes to sports, it's like, obviously, if you had a dream team, as air quote, a couple, years ago, which, I'm just saying that was the quote of the Eagles, you know what I mean? So when you get that kind of hype and stuff that going into it that the media want to throw in there, not just a knowledgeable fan, then of course, yeah, you're going to have disappointment. Like, you can use that word.
Don't you do that to us. Don't you bring that
other
back
people
out.
have done it.
Don't you bring that back out. We forgot we even had Vince Young. Don't you bring that back out.
Mike Murphy.
Texas Vince.
I hate the narrative that Ben hasn't grown as a player. That just bothers me. Can he shoot the ball? No, he can't. And you know what? I just more afraid that he just doesn't shoot it at all. Just shoot a couple. Yeah. Well, I don't even give a fuck if you miss him. Just shoot a couple. But the fact that the narrative that he hasn't grown as a player is absolutely ridiculous.
Give me an 0 for 4.
Yeah, I just don't understand these guys. Like, do you watch basketball? He's absolutely elite at everything else he does. Okay, to say that he's not a good player or that he hasn't grown since we've got him is just dumb.
When you can average the stat line he averages without a jumper, it's hard for me to not say he's not elite. You know what I mean? Like, that's without a jumper. That's the one thing everybody needs. You know what I mean? And you get away with it without it. You're an all-star. You're a rookie of the year without it. Like, say what you want. My biggest issue has never been the shot. It's been the aggressiveness. Like, it's never about the shot because we can win without him shooting. He needs to shoot at some point for his benefit. You want to go from damn good to great? You want to be a top 5 guy in this league? You're a jumper away.
Yeah, you can almost become unguardable.
Yep.
Yeah.
AKA spelling bee.
Yeah, he's
spelling bee is a goddamn issue. I know that because it's getting higher. You know what I mean? Like
when
it's
Spelling
still
Bee
only
was
25%.
when Spelling Bee was his age.
Yeah.
He played 9 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So like like you said, give him a little time still, guys. When Giannis was 23, he couldn't even go on the court because he couldn't shoot, couldn't play.
And
now look at him. Now Greg's talking about how great he is from 3.
when you're part of that process and you're the number 1 pick, that's where the anger is coming from. You know what I mean? Like if you're just maybe and we expect them to be.
Well,
great,
that's
part of it. Part of it's the video. Part of it's the video.
It's 2019. It's 2019. It's the morons that think everything. They want everything immediately. It's the give me this. I need everything so quick. I gotta watch my fucking phone for every update. I need everything so fast. Fucking relax. Yeah. Relax. Nothing's ever been won overnight. Okay, it takes time. You got to build. Especially
Warriors
in the
took
NBA.
a second.
Especially in the NBA, everyone's taking a second. Look at Jordan. When do you think he won his first title? 8 years in. It takes time. You got to build. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's just not in him because he's just not selfish. You know, I mean we know yes we want him to be aggressive and so do I. It drives us up a wall. You know what I mean? But he doesn't have that selfish gene too. You know what I mean? Where a lot of guys that shoot or play in this league have no conscience. All right, so they have no problem being 0 for 8. Right, because they're trying to either be a star or they're trying to get theirs. You know what I mean? Where if he feels like in his mind he's going to be 0 for 6, that's 6 empty possessions. All right, and I'm just speaking for him. That's the way I look at it. It's the way I see him.
Trying to win
that's
games.
the type of player he is. To me, that's the type of player he is.
He's unselfish.
Right? So that's 6. That's 6 empty right there. If I go 0 for 6, I know I'm trying to learn and I'm trying to maybe that's not my time to get better. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. We want that. You know what I mean? Like so maybe there will be times when we're up 10 or something where hey, let's go. That's okay there. That's okay there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure they're telling them that, but that's where we're coming from. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not saying in a tie game we need you to come up and shoot a jumper. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right.
No, we're talking about pick your spots.
That's exactly what he's doing too. You're right because he's thinking he wants the assist more than even the bucket. So yeah, I still think. And like you guys is he going to hit a 3 this year? I think he will. I'm not saying when it's going to happen, but at some point this season, I think he will.
Well, that's fine. I just think he needs to get over the barrier, and it doesn't. And to me, he's great without it. So I mean, I don't need it right this second. Would I like it? Sure. Would I be mad at it? No. You know what I mean? But I don't. We can win games without it right now. And everybody tells me, oh, you're not going to win the playoffs without him shooting. Oh, if you say so.
Yeah. Since when?
If you say so, because analytics speak to what the higher percentage shots are. You know what I mean? Like I hate to say it, everybody wants to be analytical. Sam Hinkie came in here and said, well, you know how we're going to win? We're going to try to win? Everybody wants to jack threes. We're going to win inside out again. We're going to change. Now, Simmons and Embiid were them kind of picked for him. They were picks, dedicated around winning inside out. You know what I mean? And this is what you have right now. And I like it. I like the way this team's formed. It's still even formed even after his process. And you look at what Elton Brand's done, it's really formed with high percentage shots and palms up. I mean, that's how this team's put together right now.
And really,
there isn't like overly jacked 3 guys. Like guys will shoot them because it's the league, but there isn't one guy who's out there like I got jacked 10 threes tonight. Like they win by inside out. They truly do, and they've done it for the last couple of years outside of Redick. Like Redick was their main 3 guy, but they don't. Like, everybody's like, oh, we need a shooter. Like you said, we just need a guy to come in and jack 10 threes. So if he misses 7 of them, we're going to be running around like we got a shooter. No, I want to win the way I know this team can win. And they can beat you up inside. They're so long. They're so athletic. They're aggressive. They're going to out-rebound you. They're going to defend the paint. Everything you want in a good defensive team, this team is. Yeah. So what, one deficiency?
That's why I'm more concerned about the free throw shooting
yes.
with him than actual shooting, right? Because he's a guy that can get to the rim. all right? And that's what I want. He should, even without being aggressive and even without being a jump shot, he's supposed to be a double-digit guy every night. All right? He should easily get, not easily, this league, it happens in this league, but he should always, land on 13 to 15 every night for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially with everything else what he does.
Right?
Yeah. I'm just saying. I just don't want the 4 games or the 6-point games, all right?
Yeah,
But
I
he
wasn't
averages
saying
absolutely.
it to you. I'm just saying
no.
He averages
not
14.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and if you look at it objectively, you look at our team, he's our 4th scorer probably. And even in the playoffs, they want him to be our 4th scorer. They want him to be our facilitator. Now, if we get in the open court, he's phenomenal in the open court. Run and dunk the fucking ball, okay? But, we want Joe scoring. We want Tobias scoring. We want Al scoring. We probably want Josh scoring more than them, too. It's just, we don't even need that from him. I seen some guy, this is how fucking delusional fucking fans are, okay? And this guy's right on he's battling for the top of the moron board, okay? He's battling Bill for the top. And this guy, and he said, when you have a number 1 pick, how many points should he average? 26 to 29. What does that even mean? Do you watch basketball? Are you a fucking moron? We know you are. You're number 2 currently. Number 2, okay? He's got a hyphen, by the way. He's a hyphen guy.
Yeah, he might be one soon.
He could be. He's moving in. But I just don't understand these guys. If he doesn't score 27 points a game, he's not a good player. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you even talking about? Dennis Rodman was one of the best fucking players of the late 80s and 90s, and he couldn't even fucking shoot. He couldn't even make a layup. But he was phenomenal. You know why? Fucking lockdown D. Great fucking defender, great fucking rebounder.
Impacted every game he was in.
Amazing hustler.
You know what I mean? That was his imprint.
Yeah.
He impacted every game.
That's every game. When Detroit fucking blew up, it's because Dennis Rodman was the best player in the fucking league for 3 years. Before he had all the tattoos and the craziness. He was fucking amazing for them.
No, you're right.
All over the floor. And that's what Ben can be for us. Steals, fucking blocks, fucking outrunning, fucking in transition. That's where he's absolutely special. And defensively, because he can cover everyone. That's what we need to hang our hat on, and that's how we should beat teams. Like you said, inside out.
Yeah.
Mama Ormsby says.
I'd like to see him get on the post a little more.
Me
on
too.
the block. I mean, we've expressed that.
Because he can dish out of the block, too, really
yeah,
well.
He can do a lot of things out
It's
there.
kind of tough.
Sabonis type. I mean, without the,
you need
I don't
someone
want
else
to
to bring
disrespect
the ball.
Sabonis. He was the greatest of all time.
Oh, you're talking about Daddy Sabonis.
Oh, yeah.
Papa
Big
Sabonis.
Daddy.
Papa Smoking dish.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
One of the best big-time passers of all time.
Oh, one of the best.
Big-time passer.
One of the best.
Was
Yeah.
filthy.
So good at pass. But Ben from his LSU days,
Vlade was up there too.
Used to working in the post, is a guy who can distribute from the post really well, extremely well. He can distribute from anywhere.
The only
really well.
issue with him is that he brings the ball up for us, so he has to almost back someone in, or he just flip someone else to bring the ball for a little bit and have him get in the post.
Well, maybe Josh does that a little bit more in certain rotations.
Situations, depending on who we're playing. If they're packing it in, then absolutely put them on the post.
Mama
If
Ormsby.
they have a little tiny guy on, put him on the post.
No, absolutely. Or when it bogs down. I have no problem
Yeah.
bringing it up and trying to run some pace in a little bit, but all of a sudden now they got back in time, and if we're going to run a set or something,
transfer on the post.
now give it up and then go, shh, get in there. Get in there.
because
Call
you're going to be
for
matched
foul.
up against somebody
Remember when
6'4".
Yeah, so
Remember when we
that's-
whipped Golden State last year? How did we whip them? Joe and Ben were down
down
low,
low,
and
yeah.
Ben had like 18 boards that game. Down low, boarding them to death. We can do that to a lot of teams. A lot of teams.
Yes, sir.
Mama says that she loved Rodman. And
Mama
I said,
D.
I knew you would, Mama. You know what I mean?
We love Rod.
First off, he was amazing. I know. At the end,
Still love Rodman, even with the dresses.
I know. Late
I mean,
90s.
I overlook
late
stuff.
90s, he got a little strange.
I
but-
overlook stuff.
I didn't see that.
I mean, if I was a Chicago fan,
whatever you want.
He came over and got 2 more for titles for us. Then I would have went to the wedding.
I'm not giving a gift, but I'll go.
He didn't need a gift. He didn't need a gift.
Quinn Bass says if we lose tonight, we've got problems.
No, we don't.
I sort of agree with him a little bit.
Nah, we don't have problems. We're fine, dude.
I would like to not rattle off four straight losses.
I'd like to not
of
lose
course.
tonight because we're at home and then we're against an inferior team. But could we lose tonight? Absolutely. It's the NBA.
We could. It's not a good look, though. You can say
we don't have problems if we lose tonight.
Yeah, I don't think.
We'll be 5-4.
Well, I think that would be a bad loss away. It'd be reeling a little bit. That's all early on. That's all. It's a long season. You just be reeling a little bit.
Yeah, it's the 9th game in.
You can come out
So,
of it.
I mean, like I said, you don't have to be happy with it. Once again, you can break remotes. I have fucking remotes all over the house that are duct taped. You understand? So, right, nobody's saying that you gotta be in a glass case of emotion. All right, you know what I mean? Go get a fucking maroon suit. All right, but we're 9 games in. I don't know if we have problems after tonight if we lose. I don't know if that's where I would go to. I don't know, but I'm not gonna be happy. Absolutely. I expect 5 wins in a row coming up. Right? Maybe a loss at the Magic, all right? But I know how the NBA is, all right? So, the Magic, maybe, I don't know.
You want to destroy some drywall? Go at it.
Absolutely.
Quentin says we got the bias getting paid $180 million. He needs to be averaging 25 a game.
I mean, what we need him to do is make shots when we need him to make shots. What I need him to do, I'm not going to say he needs to average 25 a game, but I need him when he gets an open look, I need him to knock it down. That's what I need. That's out of you when you're getting that money. When Ben finds you for an open look or Joe finds you off the post for an open look, I need you to knock that down. That's what I need.
Agreed. And that's
aggressiveness.
Talked about him. 10 minutes
I
ago.
think that's the key word.
You're not going to get that argument from me, but I agree with the big fella. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm putting a point number on his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I need more.
He could be great averaging 21, 22.
I spoke on it. So I don't know if there's a number that I need, but I need a fucking game winner here. I need you to fucking put your handprint on something. Right? When we're fucking losing oil like a son of a bitch on a Friday night, I need you to fucking maybe take that game over. Yeah. All right? And stop it. Give me a bucket. That's all it takes.
Go back and watch any of these.
Get to the fucking rim. You're bigger than everybody.
I'm not saying that he's Kobe or Jordan or anybody, but go watch these guys that were closers, in this league. Dwayne Wade, when he was younger, was a closer. Go watch these guys that were closers. When it got to points, because guess what? It's the NBA. Teams always come back, okay? And everyone's like, we'll constantly blow leads. Watch the NBA. Everyone blows fucking leads. It's the NBA. Everybody makes a run. It's about when you get to that crunch time, you go to your star and you say, guess what? We need you to go get 2 buckets in the next 3 possessions. We need 2 buckets, and he'll go get it done or get to the line.
Those guys, exactly. Those guys slowed the game down. All right, you're down, you blow a 20-point lead. You're in the fucking fucking HOV lane. Everything's fucking flying. You're driving a tricycle in the HOV lane, right? You got to be able to fucking put your blinker on, get over with your tricycle, slow everything down, and get us a fucking bucket, right? Get us a fucking bucket,
get
or
your
get
ass
to
to the
line.
shoulder. Get your ass to the shoulder. Slow it down.
Yeah, it'd be a tricycle. No, you're right.
How did we get on the Autobahn? I don't know what's going on here.
I thought I was on a side street. What happened? Breathe.
Jesus, Christmas.
Breathe. Get a good possession.
Breathe. Get off at Munich here. Breathe.
Get off at Munich.
Breathe.
John James.
But no, that's it. I mean, that's where some of these vets need to come in. That's why you went out and got out. This is why you paid the bias. Right, they got it. The bigger thing than numbers is aggressiveness, right? I think I'm going to keep running back to that word, like just being aggressive. Like we can watch with our eyes if a guy's not being aggressive or if a guy disappears. You know what I mean? Just stop going away, right? You guys are getting paid this money, and you're just important to this basketball team because everybody needs to be a closer. Yeah. This whole starting 5 needs to have the ability to close, not just one guy. They all have them capabilities. You gonna tell me Josh Richardson doesn't have the ability to close out a game?
Absolutely.
Do 82? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell that guy he's a liar.
Just don't. Like I said, don't settle. You know what I mean? Pick your spots, and don't settle. I know we're 8 games in, all right. And Al stretches the floor, and I like the fact that you can shoot it, Al. But maybe that's. I know you were wide open, but maybe let's not settle for that. You know what I mean? Like that's. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, let's put it on the floor maybe and get to the elbow or something. I don't know. I mean, I know he hits it.
I was okay with the shot because when he got to him, I'm like, wide open look.
Yeah. No,
okay.
I mean, like,
that's literally exactly how I went. I was like,
we're
back. All right.
Somebody get a piece of that?
And we're back.
Okay. All I kept thinking was if he had a green jersey on and we were playing him, that was buried.
Oh, God. You might bank it
buried.
in. Bank it in.
Buried.
What?
Like I mean, literally, are they just on their knees in this game? I feel like every time I turn back to the TV, it's Mahomes.
Well, the best player in football is coming back.
I got you, but I mean, there's nothing else to talk about early on?
Not really.
Jeez.
Eagles are on bye.
Let's go to the NFL Network. I like where your head's at.
Come on now.
Will suffered that same injury. Could you speak on it, big fella?
Mine was worse than his.
No, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, but no, I mean, mine still bothers me, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I assume they have like some sort of hyperbaric fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, they had a little better treatment than you probably received as a young man.
Yeah, a little slightly better than they gave me.
Yeah, exactly.
They said what? They said what happened to you? Oh, you did this while drinking. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll get to you.
You got another.
We'll get to you.
You got
48 months.
You got another knee, don't you?
Yeah, we'll get to you.
Yeah.
We'll get to you. No, but I mean, I was good.
No, he
like
doesn't.
I was good like 6 weeks. He's good like 3. So yeah.
As we're talking knees.
But I did have to get because I tore meniscus too, so I had to get a little scope. But it wasn't much. Like I was good. But yeah, it's
no
still.
fun.
I still every once in a while. I still get a little. It's a little
Clicks.
wiggly. It's a little wiggly. It's got a click. Oh, I got a click.
Ryan
Kid's got a click.
Farrer says, he's talking about Mikey Misha was saying 30 games before you can rip Simmons about shooting, right? I don't like that number because that number reminds me of another guy here that we had to give 25, 30 games to. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I got to give a guy 30 games before I can be critical of you not shooting. I don't have a problem with him not shooting. You understand this? But let me make something clear. There's another guy in this city that we had to give it this 25, 30 game stretch to. We sat right here and talked about how we got to give 25, 30 games before we could judge this Crumb, right? I'm not putting them things together. Make sense? I'm not putting them together. He's going to shoot when he shoots. I'm not putting a timetable on it. I'm not putting any timetable.
Yeah,
I can't.
I'm not worried about it until there's a game where they're packing everything in and we're struggling offensively. Then pop a couple shots.
No, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not putting a time stamp on it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, if he's not shooting by January 1st,
He was saying, though, he doesn't think they should rip him at all, even when the 30 games come.
No, I know. I'm not attacking Ryan. I'm attacking
I just
the
wanted to make
30
sure
game.
everybody else. I knew you were.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure everybody else knew.
No, absolutely. And
I heard Tom read it.
Like Willie said, like if you're standing around doing nothing and no activity, then I got a problem. You know what I mean? Like
he also doesn't think
he
Brett
understands
Brown.
what his strength of his game is. So obviously he's going to try to get to the rim. He's going to try not to have to shoot a jumper because it's not the strength of his game.
No, you're right, Wells. You're right. You guys are right.
But yeah, I seen what he said. He thinks Brett Brown's not the coach to get them over the top. And I mean, I'm not going to hate you for that feeling, Rod, because I'll be honest with you, I like Brett, but I've always been very critical of Brett in the fourth quarter since he's been here. I've been very critical. And right now we have an extremely talented team, and if he doesn't get it done, maybe you do got to move on. Like, to me, you got to get to the Eastern Conference Final. You got to take that. You've been to the second round twice now. You got to take that step, to me, this year. You lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, all right, everything's fine. Now, we look bad, and we don't come out with the same intensity maybe. Maybe we end up like the 4 seed or something, which I fully don't expect. But say, then to me, that's a down year for us. And then we lose in like the second round again, then, yeah, maybe we got to make a change. Yeah,
because ideally you would like to see the Bucks in the finals.
We should be 1 or 2 seed. Yeah. I think if we're not, there's an issue.
Yep.
And healthy.
Yeah.
For the majority of the season, healthy.
Absolutely.
It doesn't mean you have guys miss some games. Guys miss some games, but for the majority of the season, healthy.
Yep. You got it, brother.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that I think we're too talented to have a year like that. If we had a year like that, and we're still struggling in the fourth with execution and getting out coached, then yeah, I would totally agree that maybe you do have to move on. But I think you can win with Brett. I'm very critical of Brett, though.
Yeah, I just don't think you can know yet. You know what I mean? I just don't think we know yet.
Oh, you got to give him this
8
whole
games
season
in,
for sure.
or are you talking about the whole season?
No, just like for Brett, I
know, but after a whole season.
No, after a whole season, I think you'll have a better understanding.
That's what I'm saying.
But right now, I can't.
Come on, not now. A lot of new pieces.
I can't make that. I can't make that.
Anytime the trolls come knocking at the door, you just give them the finger, right? I mean, 8, 9 games in. Come on. Right? Of course he's going to finish the season out. I need this body. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge Brett guy, right? But I also don't crush him, but I'm just not a huge fan. But, I mean, I think, I expect him to get it done, especially like this year, right? But, yeah, he's going to get the whole season. He ain't getting fucking, axe 20 games in or something. Right? Come on.
Yeah.
Unless it was an absolute disaster, an absolute shit show.
Yeah, we're 1-19, then maybe you can axe.
Anthony 80 says, Ben Simmons reminds me of Penny Hardaway back in the 90s. Loves a pass and rebound and other things besides just shooting the ball. But Penny shot a little bit more. But, yeah, no, I get you. He did other things well. It wasn't necessarily the strength of his game.
Hopefully he's better than Penny.
Anthony Adis also wants T-Mac. Tracy McGrady coming over.
Yeah, I wasn't going to respond to that one.
I just liked it because I love me some T-Mac.
Billy Gore, what's up, fam? What's up, Billy?
Retired for like 5
Billy,
years.
you fucking troll. What's up?
That was
Billy.
Anthony Adis, not me.
I know. I was just responding to you. It wasn't responding through you. Yeah, I love me some T-Mac in '99. Yeah, 2005. T-Mac was awesome. For the Rockets, remember that one game we had like 11 points in like a minute and 10 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking incredible.
You can play it.
Love me some T-Mac. I don't know.
Famer.
He could cheer for us now. Yeah.
I was trying to. Bring up the Eagles' schedule, but for whatever reason, I have no Wi-Fi, so I got to try on my phone. Computer wasn't working.
Want me to help you out?
Blame Greg.
Well, that makes sense because my Wi-Fi and my computer killed too.
Yeah.
It's Patriots.
I got it. What do you need?
Seattle.
Well, let's just run through it. I got it up now.
Okay.
We're good.
Run through it, Greg.
I got it. Greg, you can run through it for us. Go ahead.
Next week we have the Patriots.
Do you guys want to go?
At home.
You guys want to go win-loss here and see where we're at?
Yeah, let's do it.
See where we're at here. Go ahead.
Patriots at home next week.
Loss.
Win.
Well, because Sunday night, had they come in, I just.
Man, this is a tough
Fucking
one,
NFL
man.
changes.
I'll go win here, I guess. They got to win one of these two.
All right. Sunday, November 24th, late game. Seattle here at home.
Win.
I'm gonna go loss there because I got 1-1. So I'll go that direction with it.
I also go loss.
Follow up on the road at the Dolphins.
Win.
December 1st, right?
Yes.
Don't you overlook these.
Win.
I did. It was so quick.
I was going to say, we didn't have the discussion. This is disrespectful.
We didn't even get into how.
Come back home, 12-9. Giants at home.
I mean, it should be a win. It should be a win.
It's Monday Night Football, by the way, I believe.
It's got to be a win. It should be a win. It's got to be a win.
It's got to be a win.
Got to be a win.
Giants at home, W.
Next week, 12-15 at the Redskins.
It's got to be a win, too.
Win.
W. This is a game where I thought maybe later on it could be a problem, but they're so bad, and now they're going to start a rookie. They're so bad.
And it's Haskins.
They're so bad.
Poo-poo.
He's going to need some time, that's for sure.
Following week, come back home against the Cowboys.
You got to win it.
You have to.
Yeah, I mean, it's at home. It's got to be a W. And I think they might stub their toe the next weekend.
No, I have us losing in New York.
And then 12-29, they're on the road at the Giants.
I already got
After a monster Cowboy win, let down soup.
I'm not even with sweeps.
Well, that's winning.
I'm not even with sweeps. Already won the division. Nobody plays. Lost to the Giants.
That's where you've now rattled off.
Because we're 10-5 going in.
You rattled off 5 out of 6.
Yeah, 10-5 going in.
Leading up to that Giants game, I'm going losses too. I'm going loss there too.
No one plays.
So what's that? 10-6.
10-6.
10-6. So we all got 10-6. Wow. Straight on the board. Where you got?
That's where I've been all year.
Philadelphia.
No, I'm right with you guys because I think. No, I'm with you. I think they
8 division champ.
Nelson Player of the Year.
Nelson MVP.
Throw a fucking bagel right off his head.
Oh, bagel.
He might catch a pork roll.
Like a seal.
No, absolutely. I think they split, these next two in one way or the other. And then the other toss up is going to be that Cowboys game for me. Can you win that game at home? And that's really going to be it.
No, that's the size of the season.
And you have to, yes. At this point, you have to win that game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because if you lose.
If not, you can still make the playoffs, but you're not going to win the division.
Well, you'd have to win.
No, you win. I mean.
No, if you lost, I'm saying if you lost these next two, you'd have to win every one
in a row. If you lose that game, you almost have to win these next two if you were to lose the Cowboy game. You know what I mean? I don't even know if it's split. But tight to get you split.
Well, then if you lose them and you beat the Giants last game, you're still 10-6. You probably make the playoffs as a wild card. But it would be tight.
I mean, you can really control your own destiny by winning these two.
You'd have a loss to the Seahawks.
The only thing tough would be is you have a loss to – actually, no, because none of them are the only thing would be Minnesota if they don't win the division.
Yeah. And the Seahawks.
And the Seahawks.
That's a monster game.
If you lose to them, because then you would lose those tiebreakers. Absolutely. And that's where, going back to one of those two games, either Atlanta or Detroit, gives you obviously, and we all know this, but it gives you that leeway
Minnesota's.
later in the game in a year to
right.
lose a game in there and not
right.
have to go
Yeah.
7 of 8 or 6 of 7, to try and make the playoffs.
Minnesota's
10
going to
and
go
6 is
9,
depressing.
win 9 games though. They're going to do their typical late November swoon.
Hopefully it's
and
after this
mini.
week though. Who is in the chat? Someone Grasshoppers.
Oh, Mini plays the Cowboys, right?
Who was like Kirk Cousins is going to throw for 350 and 4 without Thielen. Cook's rushing for 150 yards. I'm like, let's go.
I think Cowboys are going to roll the piss out of them tonight.
Rob Brinkman says, I don't see how they score enough points with these receivers to beat the Patriots, Seahawks, or Dallas. 9-7. Carson needs to put this team on his back for this team to win 10, in my opinion. So he got 9-7, which wouldn't be a playoff team. And Doug and the coaches need to be way better. Yeah, I mean, when you're 5-4, I think, when you have bigger expectations, I think everybody would say they need to be better. So,
Dude, Will, you might be close to that, Will. I don't know if the No, I'm trouble finding the Vikings' 4th win here to get them to 10.
Yeah, they're going to be 9. I'm telling you. 9 wins for the Vikings.
Tonight's huge for them.
Yo,
obviously.
really big.
But
I think they're going to lose.
Broncos W. Then they got to go to Seattle. I don't like that one bit. Lions, they should be, especially if Stafford looks like if they might shut him down. We'll see what happens with the back. At the Chargers, who are in desperate mode, you know what I mean?
That's when the Chargers win games.
Packers at home, that was going to be key for them, and then the Bears at home. So it's not an easy 4 right there.
I think they win tonight, though. And part of that might be a little heart because we need them. We need them to win tonight.
I mean, if they go into Dallas and win, then they should win most of the other ones.
I can see Minnesota winning tonight, though.
It's not.
I'm not saying they can't.
-3.
I just don't think they will.
It's a coin toss.
All right, so this is what we'll do on the other side before we wrap it up. We'll go NFL picks against the spread, and we'll do our Crumb of the week. And if you got anything else you guys want to talk about on the other side, it's always open. We'll answer everything. Unless it's about
Doors
big
open.
3 players, we won't talk about the big 3.
Unless it's Joe Johnson or Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, we're going to pass.
Yeah, we're gonna have hard pass on all of it. We're not here to talk about the big 3 anymore, Anthony. Even though we love the names, great name drop. So phenomenal. Took us back. We're in a little time machine. Little time machine talk.
Hot tub time machine.
So we started off talking Sixers. We didn't even preview Sixers Hornets because they better win the game. There's nothing to preview. We really just talked heavy Sixers.
Game at home, yeah.
We talked heavy Sixers about 50 minutes. Finished off with some Eagles talk. We'll come back on the other side. Picks against the spread. Crumb of the week. All that coming up. Agree, disagree. A2D Radio. Real Talk Studios. We'll see you in a few.
Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick DelGozzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Agree, disagree. A2D Radio, live from the Real Talk Studios like we are every Sunday. And every Sunday we are brought to you by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Tom Arnone, Nick DelGozzo, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic. The family out there join us. We started, talked about 50, 55 minutes, heavy Sixers. And our poll question was, your level of concern has raised since this road trip. Do you agree or disagree? And the consensus was we all disagreed here. Our level of concern's fine. We aren't concerned yet. We're not going to get concerned after 8 games into a year. And the Sixers got a game tonight against Charlotte. And, Mike Murphy said that we didn't get a chance to read it, but Mike Murphy was talking about this is a game if you want to be a 1 seed, you can't lose. And I agree, even though it's only this early in. If you want to be a 1 seed, you got to win these games you're supposed to. You got to, because they're going to tally up. They're going to matter. Even though it is early, you don't want to lose games to the Hornets at home. You know what I mean? On the road.
You want to win this game because of the road trip that we just had.
But period, you're home, and it's a game you should win. If you just won 3 in a row, fine. You can cough this up. But different times equal games that are sort of air quote, I gotta have this one. You know what I mean?
It's the Hornets.
This is one I gotta have. I gotta have it. That's all. That's all it is. It's not. I'm not even gonna say must win. It's just I gotta have it.
Yeah.
I gotta have it. Need to have it. Want to have it. Need her. Wanna. I feel like that's like a song
Need it.
that we just came up with.
Need it, have it.
Want her. NFL picks against the spread. Like nighttime's a little more. I feel like at night we're a little, we're a little more off the rails than mornings right now. We got to get back into the morning routine.
It's just a tough week because there's no Eagles to look forward to.
Everybody's shopping, running errands. Guys are doing leaves.
Doing the honey-do list.
Yep. A lot of leaves being done in the South Jersey, Philadelphia area today. All right? Take a peek around. Guarantee there's a guy on each street on your way driving home that somebody's doing leaves. You're going to see a lot of leaf work today.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing former starter Terry Rozier tonight.
Scary Terry.
Former starter. Hey, Bill, get a goddamn clue.
According to Bill Middlebrook, 12 guys started for Boston last year. Okay.
I don't even know what he's talking about. He's wrong. He tries to spin it like we can't read.
He kept saying at the end of it, he's like, by the way, Aaron Bain, he named all the guys. They're all starters this year, too. Bill, they can't all be starters last year for Boston. Yeah, did they start a couple games when the starters were hurt? Yeah. You can't have 9-11 starters.
Bill doesn't understand the difference between a roster and starters.
5 guys on the court, Bill. Yeah. 5.
He said we lost. Then he goes, we lost, 9 out of 15 players. Well, or 10 out of whatever it was. 9 out of 14, whatever the hell it was. And I was like,
we lost
that's
5 out of
that would be your roster. That's not your starter. So you might want to edit your post. You've been known to delete.
And they said every one of them started last year. They weren't starters just because they started a game. Aaron Bain's got a spot started. He's not a starter.
Not how this works. Not how it works. Greg, you got the picks up. Win some people some money. You want to win more money?
I think we should.
ATSSportPicks.com. ATSSportPicks.com. Use promo code A2D. 20% off. Look at you.
We all should
growing up. He's growing up.
Our lock.
He felt it. He knew the read was coming. It's perfect time for the read.
I pulled back.
It was good for him.
E-brake.
I hit the e-brake.
It's a lot of growth over there.
Starts coming on 25 shows a week. This is what happens. He's growing up. I love it.
Months
His
ago,
kid was he questioned my dedication,
Months
I've
ago,
been showing up.
Yes, right. I mean, really.
Months ago, that would have been a stiff arm and a holler. A stiff arm and a holler.
How things have changed. Pop says, I'm concerned with this team still not closing out, especially being up big. Yeah, I mean, you can't run from that. I'm not concerned much about the trip or the state of the team. But, yeah, I mean, like Will said, Pop, it's part of the league, too. I mean, everybody makes a run. We started off the trip coming back from 21 down.
Yeah.
So,
It's all about when that happens is just when it gets to that crunch time, like Sweep was saying earlier, you're on the Autobahn, things are moving, slow it down, get a bucket. You need one of your stars to get a bucket.
And he's right. He said some of the things last year are starting to show their head again. And I can't disagree with you, Pop.
It's been the same ship. It's been the same ship for fucking 6 years.
We've been trying to, we've been trying to be like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll get better. But, yeah, I mean, tonight's a night where, if they're a team you think they are, they go handle business big time. Picks against the spread, what do you got? Read them off. Let's win everybody some money.
I want to say real quick, I think we should pick one game, each of us, as our lock of the day. Just see, maybe we.
Well, as he goes through, I'm going to know my lock.
Lockzilla?
Yeah, I know what mine is. So when he says it, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, you're just going to go back.
All right, here we go.
And then put an L and lock it?
Yeah, whatever. I'm a guy who likes to lock without knowing yet. You know what I mean? Like I don't have it yet, so I haven't looked through all the games yet.
Okay.
Since the Eagles weren't playing, I haven't been as locked in this Sunday.
So we got
no pun intended.
Yeah, that's not good. You need to lock it in.
I'm locked in on the league.
You locked it up.
You better be locked
I'm
in.
locked in on the league. That's not what I'm saying. I'm very locked in. I'm locked in again. How many freaking times I got? Now I'm starting not to like a guy, and I love him. Now I'm starting not to like him because they're doing this shit. We're the LeBron treatment every 5 seconds.
You don't like him because you're playing him this week.
I love Patty Mahomes, but the
Sling
point is,
party!
like, it's overkill of NFL Network's coverage of him walking. Like, that's all. It's overkill. We get it. He can walk.
He's in sweatpants.
Thanks, guys. Oh, great job back. Knee looks great. We're good. Get him on TV. Go ahead, Greg.
Cleveland Browns
6
at
times.
home -3 against the Buffalo Bills.
How are they giving anybody anything? I don't know how the Cleveland Browns, and listen, it's my kid, it's my son.
I love Cleveland.
Right? I don't know how they're giving anybody in football anything right now.
The Browns.
I love the Browns in this game.
That being said, I'm going to take the Browns.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's why. I mean, like, they shouldn't be favored. They stink.
Love the Browns in this game. I think they win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I can't love it. I can't love them in any game, but I like them. I like them to cover this. Go ahead.
How far you have come. You can't.
I can't.
I mean, you can't love them.
Yeah, I know. Seriously,
I'm a guy of the eyes
you
right
picked
now.
them to go to the Super Bowl.
Things change.
I understand.
I should sit here and be a jackass.
We're just kind of surprised that you've thrown your kid away this quick.
I didn't throw the kid away. I did not throw him away yet.
Oh, wow.
I've said numerous times
You're
in voice audios.
you're
I've
abusing your kid. You're abusing
said
your
numerous times in voice audios that it's year 2. I'm not going to – either way, year 1, he's not going to the Hall of Fame. Year 2, he's not the worst quarterback ever. Year 3, or to finish off this year, is going to determine some things. It definitely will for his career.
Wonder Woman shield right now. You're doing
Well, I'm just saying that assholes and guys who think they're always right would sit here and still try to sell you on something in Cleveland. I'm not going to. The eyes have told me what I need to see. Yeah. It's not good enough, and it's not. The offensive line is absolutely terrible, and Freddie Kitchens isn't built to be a head coach right now. Yeah. And can he grow into it? Maybe, but right now, no.
Larry the Cable Guy's awful. Baker's been awful.
Yeah, it's a trickle down effect.
I know the line isn't very good either, but he's had reads where he's got to make.
Absolutely.
You got to throw the ball to Odell last weekend.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep. And then
we know that.
You start to see these things, but it seems like that's the Browns this year. Is that there is plays to be had.
Every decision's the wrong decision.
Everything they do is wrong. You go to OBJ there, and Landry's wide open. And Landry's wide open in the middle.
Year. You get your sundial out. You watch that fucker. It ain't this year.
Next one, because we can talk about this train wreck forever.
The Giants go on the road to the Jets. Giants -3.
Giants.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Fucking Adam Gase is an absolute fucking
jobs?
ass
How do
clown.
certain guys get certain jobs?
He walked in there with his eyeballs taped to his fucking forehead, and they fucking were like, "Yeah, we'll take this guy. We'll take Uncle Leo. Hey, easy, Uncle Leo. Uncle Leo with the easy with the eyebrows. Oh.
We don't hire this guy. He's gonna shank us.
Eyeballs. That's spectacular. Eyeballs taped to his forehead.
They really are. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, old crazy eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're like
Crazy
you
eyes
have,
Gase.
you have bad years in Miami and you get another job. I mean, it's amazing. To me.
Yeah,
It's
so,
amazing.
I mean, I'll take
I understand that.
I'll
but
go double fisted on the Giants, right? But they ought to, they better relax too, in the sense where, after that week 1 with Danny Dimes, that cat's got 18 turnovers. Now that's something he can clean up. He's athletic, and I do like him, right? But the same problem that people have with Darnold. It's right in their own backyard.
No,
you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying.
And
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
I'll take the Jets.
No.
Well, Mr. Wilson peeking over to
I'll take the Jets.
home improvement.
Love it. Heidi. Where's
I was
Heidi
hoping
at?
somebody got that.
I got you. Everyone knows.
We all got the
No, I'm
Wilson.
just here. I mean, nighttime that would have been probably more laughs. Obviously, understandable.
You had to put the fence
I was
there.
surprised that he took the Jets. That's all. So
I know him.
He was thrown off.
I know him. That's why I said Mr. Wilson looking over the fence. But no, it was more Mr. Spielman looking over the fence because, you guys were Danny Diming him, and let's be real, he's flat out stunk since Danny Dimes. So when you win a crown after 1 week, that's what happens. I digress. Next game?
Baltimore -10.5 in Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
No.
I'm sorry. Cincinnati.
Oh,
Cincinnati. Sorry.
that would be your lock.
I was like, whoa. What happened here? I didn't hear this one.
They already went in there and won.
I didn't hear this one.
They would have covered because they did that already.
Well, I'll play it
already
again.
won at Seattle by more than 10.
Well, that's fine. I'll play. Going in for round 2, I'll take it.
Ravens.
This game smells to me something fierce. Give me the Bengals.
I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, it's a division.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Game with Finley getting the nod now, but
I said the Bengals yesterday, but
I'll take the
let me tell you something. We're going to find out because damn good football teams, after a win like they had Sunday night, come out and take care of business.
Yeah, don't roll over.
So let's go Baltimore for the sake of I don't think they're that type of team. So I'll take them for that sake.
And when you can run the ball and play defense, that travels. Right?
Yep.
So, I mean, it should get it done, but it does smell. I hear you.
It does have a little.
But they should get to Finley and cause at least 4 turnovers.
And no A.J. Green, who was thought to maybe play this week.
Mixon's been on a milk carton all year.
Next game?
Smacking girls.
New Orleans at home -14 against the Falcons.
This is my lock of the week. Put the Saints in, go to sleep. They win by 25. Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the other side. I mean, Matt Ryan's playing this week. Not that that's a big thing, but
makes me feel better.
Sure. No, I mean I get you, but
he's giving the real life eyes.
That's a lot of points, man. That's a lot of points for a divisional game. That's a lot of freaking points. I know the Falcons have flat out sucked and stink, but that's a lot of points.
Yeah, they're not playing us.
I'm gonna go to the other side. I'm gonna take the 14.5.
Are you still trying to justify week 2 that loss?
No, don't listen to him.
Saints.
Yeah, I'm going to Saints.
I know, like to win, I get Saints.
No, I got to cover too.
But I'm just,
we're not going money line.
That's a lot. It's a lot in division.
Yeah, there's a lot of points.
Atlanta's brutal.
It makes me
Julio goes off.
No, it makes me like the Falcons even more since the whole panel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whole panel was real quick with the Saints.
Makes me like the Saints even more.
Nope, I'll go Falcons heavy now. Just because this whole panel.
Smart move. Heavy. See how that works.
Heavy. Help me lift this thing up, would you? Oh God, Ryan, gonna be a long day, Ryan. Gonna be a long day, Ryan.
Is that Andy throwing with him?
It is. The Red Rocket.
Look at the fucking rocket.
Finley's gonna come out and sling.
Would have loved to see him throw right there.
Sling party.
You know what I mean? Would have liked to see him throw one and get a gauge. I could have changed my bet.
I don't know if we know yet if Patrick Mahomes is playing.
Yes, he's playing.
I get
that was a joke.
Oh,
look in the eyes one time.
Because Tommy's been yelled at the TV all day.
I was like,
17 times.
I've been so used to you losing recently. I was like, is this dude for real right now? What the fuck? Didn't even get the sarcasm for a second there.
Pulse him, would you?
Chiefs minus. You can't even joke it.
Chiefs -6 on the road at Tennessee.
I mean, I like Tennessee's G a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of like
Titans.
the
Give me the Pintos.
Yeah, I like the Titans too. I like the Titans too. Little Ross sit out a couple weeks.
I think Mahomes is going to play well, though.
Little ring rust.
Maybe an early pick. Maybe an early pick 6.
Oh, my gosh.
Give me KC.
You knew that was coming.
He's waiting for you to go first. This guy is strategically waiting for you to go
I
first.
said I almost like Tennessee in the beginning.
I know. He was waiting.
Such a crumb.
Chicago -7 at home versus the Lions with no Matt Stafford. That line was 3 up until obviously the news that Stafford wasn't.
Give me the Lions. They'll
playing.
do enough to stay in the game.
Who's playing quarterback for him?
Jeff Driscoll.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Florida guy.
Former Florida guy.
Oh,
Western Kentucky.
SMU.
Against that thing?
He might end up there, too.
Against that thing?
Give me the Bears.
Against that thing?
Give me the Bears.
Oh, wow.
I think he was at La Tech, too. Jesus.
No, that's where it is. Not Western. It's La Tech. Yeah.
He did some circles.
I got you,
No,
bro.
he was around.
He circled the country.
He got around.
Arkansas fired their head coach.
Shocking.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
8 weeks too late.
So,
10 weeks too late.
Haven't been good since McFadden and Jones left.
Absolutely.
Tampa Bay.
I'll take the Lions. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're. I thought everyone went. Tampa Bay -5.5.
I didn't take it, but Lions, I guess.
Oh,
Wow.
I just
I thought you
can't.
went.
No.
Okay.
Late entry. We got a late entry. Does it count?
Doesn't count. No. Tampa Bay -5.5 at home versus the Cardinals.
12:30 drop. Who was it?
Tampa Bay -5.5 versus
I'm
the
watching
Cardinals
him. I'm
at
trying.
home.
Bucks.
Give me the Cards.
Bucks. More Bucks.
I'm going Cards.
I mean, Cards.
Ooh, the lone wolf over there.
Can't believe I'm picking crab legs. I actually have them this week because Watson's on a bye and that was the only guy. So I clicked on fucking crab legs. I'm like, no!
You couldn't even you had to like push your hand.
God damn it, come on. Hey, B, hit this button for me.
Yeah. Christine, somebody help me out.
The number one guy he makes fun of the most. I can't believe it. There he
Sometimes
is.
it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you sometimes.
Jameis eating W's.
You gonna be home?
Look at it. Sweet.
There's 5.
What have I become? What have I become? Has anybody got a mirror? What have I become? I'm disgusted at myself.
On-air emission's phenomenal, too.
Give me the Cardinals! Give me the Cardinals!
Late entry doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Looking at the man in the mirror.
After further review, the call in the field stands.
Oh, my God. Todd Womack in the house. What up, Todd?
Yeah.
Bryce Blackwell. What's up, brother?
What up?
2 dislikes. Wonder who they came from.
The
Sorry.
4 o'clock hour starts off with Indianapolis -11 at home versus the now no longer winless
Dolphins.
And no Jacoby.
No Jacoby.
Fins up.
Yeah, fins up.
Fins up.
What was that? Oh, you went here? Okay.
I came with like a backwards
Yeah,
fin.
I was like, what's it?
I tried
The Wu-Tang?
to make it like a secondary fin. It was a secondary fin.
He went Wu-Tang over here. He's like, who the hell was
I
that?
just wanted that for the will.
Gotta eat that
Should have
finger.
seen that fin. Lick that fin.
Fins up.
I got the Colts.
Tape it.
Yeah, I don't know why we get jacked up.
Yeah, nobody's ever been this excited. And I'm an actual fan. I don't know.
There's
Give me the 11.
Nobody in the stadium's been as excited as we just were.
The fucking mayor of Miami is not even this excited.
Nobody on the team is as excited as we just were.
Stephen Ross is angrier than us.
Guys, we don't want to win games. Shut the fuck up over there. What are you talking about?
I need fucking
Fins up.
Blockbuster, and I need Wayne Huizinga back. That's what I need.
I mean, you want to talk about.
Give me some Blockbuster.
You want to talk
Bring
about
it back,
the quickest
Wayne.
pick of the
I can't
day.
believe we all went fins up right off the bat.
And we were.
Hey,
We're all making fins.
sometimes it's better TV.
What's the next game before we get too deep into this one?
The Rams -4 at Pittsburgh.
I love the Rams. I know Wilson doesn't like them.
I like
love
Pitt.
the Rams.
I like Pitt.
What's a good ball?
Look at
Cross.
I love the mustache on Baker.
If
though.
only
Me
you
too.
saw
I
Ryan
love
Finley.
Cleveland today.
Good ball. Said nobody ever.
Yeah. I don't even know who that hit. That might have hit somebody in the stands.
got
Cross
the fanny
country.
pack in the
Is that a
front.
1 o'clock game? Cross country or 4?
4.
It gives them a couple hours. Give me the Steelers. 4. Should be more than 4.
I can't buy into the QB right now to take them. That's
Who,
my only-
Mason Rudolph?
I like Mason, but
He
it's
came
like
back from a he was paralyzed on the field.
According to Bill.
And he came back.
going to Bill. Go ball.
Rudolph down. Looks
And here's
paralyzed.
not a good ball.
They're not showing. Oh, yeah.
Go ball.
Oh, God.
There's another good one.
They're-
Hey, have a day.
they're show-
Look at this.
They're not showing Odell one-handed catches. I look
Oh, that gotta
forward
be caught, by
every
the way.
week. I look forward to that montage of Odell doing one-hand catches because they're so cool. And
You know
so
what
relevant.
they said, you know what?
So relevant.
And he's got 27 catches on the year, guys. Maybe we shouldn't run that montage. He's got 2 balls a week for the season. Maybe we don't run that.
What's the next
anymore.
one?
Green Bay -4.5 at home versus the Panthers.
Off a disgusting loss. Pack,
Yup,
more
I'm
pack.
packed, too.
Load up the pack.
Give me Carolina.
I
I just think Carolina's going to run on them.
That's
Run well.
true. They can run on.
I'll go Packers best bet.
That's the 3-4 o'clock games. So now we go to the tonight's 8 o'clock. Cowboys -3 at home versus the Vikings.
That probably should have been my one, but I didn't want to get my fuck. I didn't want to
Load up.
I didn't want to get stones thrown at me.
Load up on the Cowboys.
That should have been my best bet.
Yeah, I'm
Cowboys, and more Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm actually the other side of this. I'm actually completely other side of this.
Shocker.
This is my lock. I'm going to go down there, and Kirk's going to get a big win against the Cowboys. One that's a little heartfelt, and I need a win
Could be worse.
for my own sake.
Could be that guy. Look at the fucking get up. Look
Is
at
that TJ Houshmandzadeh?
No, no, I'm not talking about the player. Do you see the other guy in the blazer?
No,
Oh, no.
I didn't say
Fucking rewind that cat.
Todd Womack
Lot of
says,
fucking
he's like,
money.
I don't care about any other game but the Cowgirls losing.
Yeah, I got the Vikings. I got the Vikings tonight. Outright.
And then we go tomorrow night,
Cowboys.
probably the best
Vikings,
game on
outright.
the slate.
Best game of the week. Yeah.
Niners -6 at home versus Seahawks.
Seattle. I mean, -6 grow up one time. Okay, San Francisco having a hell of a season. Great defensively. This is a divisional game. That's a smack in the face to the MVP of the league right now. And you know what? take the lock away from the Vikings. I'm going to one-up this. That lock is Seattle. They covered at 6. You fucking write that down, too. Where's the pen?
I loved Seattle until a minute ago.
No. Where's the pen? Where's the pen? Where's the fucking pen? We're going to do this again.
I love San Fran.
Remember, we're at 12:30 now.
Richard Sherman, 2 picks.
I'm not even listening to him.
I know. I just love it until he changed it, until he's writing it down. Now I don't like him at all.
These have worked out pretty well. Pretty well.
You have the Packers missing the playoffs.
It's not over yet. Yes, I was aggressive there.
They're
I was excited.
7-2.
It was an excitable night. We were talking Eagles. They needed a must-win. I wrote that down. And as I was in mid-write down, I just added on. I elaborated. Okay?
I elaborate.
Lock Seattle.
Few things were said.
Come on, -6, Wills. Don't change your thought process. And the same thought process I'm having over because I picked them. Come on.
I love Seattle.
Grow up.
I loved Seattle until very shortly ago.
By the way,
get 3 for home field.
On DraftKings, they had the early line for next week's game, Eagles-Patriots.
What's that?
Right now, it's Patriots -4.5.
Home doggy. Little home doggy. I actually like that. Not that I didn't expect this to be a dog, but, I do like the home dog effect. We usually play better under these weird circumstances.
Listen, we're the type of team that can beat them. That's why I keep saying I think we're going to beat them, because you got to run the ball. Now, can we get to Tom? Can we get to Tom? I don't know, but we can run the ball and keep them off the field. We should be able to do that against them, because that's how you beat
Cleveland would have been in that game if Chubb don't fumble twice.
Yeah, they ran the ball.
You think about it, and they're not any good at all, and they would have been in that game in New England. Because they're two drives that are taken away points-wise. That game, they would have lost still, but that game would have looked completely different.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
No, you're right. It's the old aunt-uncle. It's the old aunt-uncle analogy. Your aunt had a dick, she'd be your
Oh,
aunt.
No. I'm just saying,
I'm
just saying you had big runs that were fumbled.
Absolutely.
So it's
It happened.
we can run the ball against them. We don't put the ball on the turf.
Yeah.
We can be in a game with them.
Maybe Baker doesn't hand it off to the fucking nose tackle. You know what I mean? So,
A little scared
a lot of
option.
issues. A lot of issues there.
Hand it off to the nose tackle. This one you?
It was
there you go. Don't tackle me.
Nobody's even using nose tackles.
Don't-
Nobody's even using nose tackles anymore. The last nose tackle was Neil Smith.
It hit the ground, Greg.
It did hit the ground. The ground's down here.
Thought he was going to fire one back at us.
No. We're on air.
Yeah,
Someone's got to be professional over here.
Catching balls is professional, Greg.
That's what
Holy
she said.
cow, this guy.
Crumb of the week because we're at 12:30 drop.
Professional, then he dropped a little creep.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
seriously.
professional creep. You got that right. He's a professional creep.
He's professional one thing.
He's an Uber creep. Uber creep. He's Uber creeping.
I hope not, because he had my wife and her friend in the car last night
looks
for the majority
alright.
of the part of the time. So you never know.
Did you turn that camera
I
on?
want to check that tape. Since we're talking
It's sold
tape.
out.
Since we're talking tape.
Gonna need to see last night's footage.
Did you tell Len? No skirts. No skirts. Greg's got cameras.
I said it was cold out 17 times.
No skirts.
She sat in the front. The camera doesn't get the front seat.
Oh, okay. Well then, sorry, Brooke.
Open up like a book, Brooke. Greg loves you.
The sea is open, my friend.
Oh my God. It's a tsunami.
Whoops.
Is that a pearl? Oh my God! What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives?
And we're off the rails.
Two more.
It took an hour and a half. That's
Hey,
all.
12:30 drop.
Another 2 thumbs down. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
You guys are cool. I remember my first time not having fun. You're good, Wells.
I remember when I woke up just to dislike
It's
something.
not plugged in.
After a lot of, you know what?
It's not plugged in, though.
Oh yeah, smoking.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pole talk.
Yeah. Greg, you might throw that football back off my face.
Oh, is that lotion on your ear? It's not.
What is that, hair gel?
Is that
Make it rain.
Is that Ben Stiller? Is that you, Ben? No, that's just Kyle.
Rain dance.
Oh, you had. He just said, yep. He said that.
He's not here no more.
No, I love it. I love it. I love not having to be the one to say it. You don't have to say, oh, Tom's talking about me. I didn't talk about you. Just football off the grill. Just having a catch.
That's a popular name.
Just remind me of that meme of that girl getting in the face with all the hot dogs.
This night was a long one.
Are you in a hallway?
This is Crumb of the Week. 9 minutes till we drop dead.
The 2 dislikes.
That story's starting. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Crumb of the Week?
You can go first.
Oh, it's you. Because the fact that you don't think immediate, well, maybe both of you too, because both of you didn't have immediate success coming. Both of you thought it was going to be like a 3-year process, and that's wrong.
For what?
For Prime.
Deion. Come on.
At FSU.
Oh, come on.
It's immediate.
I didn't say that.
It's immediate impact. Immediate impact.
All I asked is it going to take time for him to get his people in there? And you said, no, next year.
No.
In case you're wondering, Florida State stinks right now.
No. One full year. Give them 1 full year. That second year, they'll be right there in the mix. They'll be that their class, that freshman class will be that loaded by the time they're sophomores. That's going to be a really good damn football team. It'll be that quick. I'm telling you, that the best recruit in the country is sitting right in Florida, and guess what position he plays? Defensive back. The second he walks in that room, guess where he's uncommitting to?
And he's going to LSU.
Oh, he's not going to go to LSU. When Prime walks in, you're goddamn. How many times am I going to say this is why he's the Crumb of the Week?
You don't know.
I
LSU's
do
the
know.
Calvin
I watch
James.
Prime all the time. He sells me on shit that I don't even believe. He's selling me at home. I'm at home.
Oh, we know he sold you.
Greg,
we
you
hear
just
it.
you don't understand it. You're too deep into it.
I don't.
You're
What are you
too deep
talking about? I don't understand it.
because you're not getting it. You're not getting the impact and what's going to happen recruiting wise when it's over recruiting wise. And you act like the guy never coached at any level here.
I never said he didn't
Been
coach
coaching
at any level.
He's been coaching.
I know he has.
All right. Guess where his kid's going to go? Guess where his kid's going to end up probably
Okay.
going to go play with Prime too. Guess what? His kid pretty good quarterback, pretty good player already, and still a puppy, real young, and still can swing it. I'm telling you, he's going to immediately. Now, are they a dumpster fire right now? Yeah, but they're still FSU. There's still talent around there, and all you got to do is.
What is your issue? It is never going to happen, or it's
No.
too early?
I just think it's going to take time, and
Oh, yeah.
and he's not going to walk into everybody's door and sell everybody.
That's why I disagree.
There's a lot of other good programs.
Tom
out
has
there.
them getting the top 15 recruits next 10 years.
Oh yeah.
And there's probably only
Yep.
4
Every
openings on their
year.
current recruiting class right now.
Because guess where most of the great recruits come from? The Florida area. So once you win recruiting in
Once you
Florida,
win Florida.
what's happening is
couple other big
Clemson.
schools in couple other big
I
schools in
understand that,
Florida.
Wills, but what you're missing is what happening is Clemson, LSU, and everybody else coming in your back door, Bama, and they're taking all your players. When you can get yourself on the map in Florida and keep your own and win Florida, we seen what happened with the U way back in the day when they won Florida recruiting. He's going to win Florida recruiting. And the fact that you don't think it's going to happen immediately, I can't help anybody then.
Okay.
I'm just here to help you.
This is agree to disagree.
I know. I love it.
And when
Give
we're
me a thing to get fired up about.
and
I'm
when
not mad at
when
you.
Rutgers was good around Greg Schiano, to your point,
Stop it, Greg Schiano.
to your point, he did very well
Greg
in Florida.
Schiano, you can't even give me. I can't even take that credit.
He wasn't good. They didn't go to. They weren't a top 15, 10 program.
No, I got you.
But to your point, he was doing well in Florida.
That's it.
That's where it came from, yeah, right?
Yep, winning in Florida.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
And I think they
Sweeps
can win
went-
Florida, but there's
Sweeps went
other
wide-eyed
programs.
right there.
That's all I'm saying is there.
Yeah,
are
but the
top
other programs in Florida are
Florida's
struggling.
huge.
They're
Huh?
struggling.
Florida's huge.
Oh, it's monster.
Besides UCF, a lot of other programs are
I'm not even
down.
talking about Florida. I'm talking about
Oh,
the others.
Florida's not that
LSU, Alabama. They're still going to have
Florida's good.
footholds in Florida.
I understand that, but once you
Miami's having an okay year.
yeah, but you don't think Deion wins the second he walks in over all them teams? Wow, you're gonna go play for who? You're gonna pick the other
I
guys?
do. I agree there 100%. I think it's a great hire. I think it's a no-brainer for them in the sense if like
Oh, it's a huge boost.
If we
There's
talked
no
about
question.
is if there's a conversation in place saying, hey, listen, when it's time. If it doesn't work out, if it's time, we don't want any sour grapes. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
what you don't want is one of your greatest
Of all time.
greatest faces of all time of the university to be either pissed off and scorned and then never come back
Yep,
again. So
absolutely.
you want to make sure that it's mutual. Maybe you can leave on your own terms. You resign instead of we ever canning you if it doesn't work out. Whatever for whatever reason. That's my only concern. But I don't have any concerns with him coaching or recruiting or putting them back where they belong. Absolutely. I mean, Christ, Willie Taggart's had fucking 3 jobs. Guy's an absolute fucking trash can.
He is.
We just disagree that I think it happens.
Destroyed Oregon and Florida State. 2 premier programs, Willie.
Destroyed
So if Willie
them.
ends up again and it's not in D3, right, shame on the next AD.
I just think it happens quicker than you. That's the whole argument. Like, I think he goes out and wins his first recruiting year.
But you gotta
I think he
realize-
flat out wins it early on.
But
now,
what you don't realize, though, is this recruiting class right now that they're signing, there's already 18 to 20 already signed and committed. So, of the 25, how many are you really going to flip?
it's not hard to do. Everybody decommits.
Everybody
does it
But
now.
what I'm saying is you're
It's
going
not
to
like set
take
in
away
stone
half
now.
of your recruiting class that's already committed to then jump up and take
Dude,
other
I'm
people.
telling you, 1 full
So
year
that's what I'm
recruiting. So whenever that 1 full year comes, makes sense? So if that full year, he gets hired tomorrow, I'm talking about when he gets his first full year in the door recruiting. That following year.
So that's 3 years now.
No, it's not. It depends
No, it
when
is.
the hire happens.
Because
it
if
depends when the
it
hire
happens now, this isn't a full year. So now
You're not counting as a full year because you're saying all these other guys are committed. So if we're going to go that way, then
signing days in February. So you have 3 months to flip 20 recruits?
I think he's got the ability to do it. You run a 4-4 with Tim's on. Why can't you flip these recruits quick? I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real 101.
Tie your laces.
What are you woeing about? There's nothing I changed. I didn't change my stance. I just said, he said, he missed it.
It went from a year yesterday to 3 now. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say 3.
And
He
Greg
did.
seems to be pointing out that's 3. You said a year after he gets his people in place. So that's. I mean, I'm not a mathematician here, but that's 3 years.
I said after his first full recruiting class.
If he gets hired now,
Man, they got
He recruits guys. They don't.
if he
play
gets hired
for
now,
gotta
his
go
next
now.
full year would
Okay,
be
whatever.
next year.
I'm sitting by the 2
and that's
years.
3 years
They
now.
got to go
Whatever.
now.
I'm sitting 2 years. So you can spin it and sling it
There's
and,
no spinning.
and try to put
I'm
words in my
taking-
goddamn mouth. Okay? I'm saying
Taking the words coming out of your mouth.
you just said he
and
can't flip
reiterating.
25 recruits. I said he can. So where did I change from 2 to 3 years?
Okay.
Let's see you. Next guy. I can't do this anymore.
All right, I'll go.
No trust in Prime.
My crumb of the week is to James
That's why the
Franklin.
left side's better.
I'm not even a Penn State fan, but this is what he does every year. They lose to an inferior team, and it's just the James Franklin special. And you saw it again yesterday. And I feel bad for the Penn State fans. Not really, because I don't like them. But, I got some good friends. They're Penn State guys, and they were really hoping to get to Ohio State undefeated. And you got James Franklin again.
Sweeps?
Great recruiter.
2-minute drop dead.
Yeah, easy.
I like
I
the
might have
12:30.
2 here. I mean, I talk quick, all right? So
I like
I'm
12:30.
gonna, I like to have a little 2-pack Magoo. Oh
my God, look
Because
at
the
his
only
head.
one, because the one just showed up last night, and we talked about that on the thread. But the other one I'm going to go with, it's the NBA / Kawhi Leonard, all right? I know there's nothing that can be done, but I can't have it. I cannot have it, all right? There's people that pay hard-earned money, and then there's other people that say, I don't give a shit. I'm trying to win a championship. I get that, all right? But there's got to be, besides monetary value, there's got to be some other kind of punishment, all right? The next game, two games then. You want to sit 1? Then you got to sit up, then you got to sit 2 more then. Rest up. Fucking rest away then, all right? You understand? If you're not injured, right? Because you don't have to play the whole game, but you should play that game, all right? That's a national televised game against the Milwaukee Bucks, one of the best teams in the East, and you're going to fucking sit it out, right? I got no time for it. Look at the schedule. Pay attention. It's bullshit. All right, and if you want to play a quarter, you want to fucking rest them up, you don't want to limit his minutes, that's fine, right? But there's people there that fucking go to watch you guys, all right? And it's fucking terrible. It's absolutely terrible. You don't know where people are coming from, and it's just like I said. If you're 50 games in and the guy's fucking banged up, I understand that, all right? Yeah. We're 8 games in, and he sat 2 out of fucking 8 games.
Load management.
Right? It's fucking terrible.
Right?
It's fucking
I could use
terrible.
some load manager from UPS.
It's fucking,
I can sit down every Wednesday. You guys pay me. That'd be cool.
It's absolutely fucking terrible. And the last one on the way out the door was to Willie's point last night is to these kids and these professional athletes with the cameras in the locker rooms. Stop it. Stop it. That's a private fucking moment. You understand? That's a great win. A lot of people say things they're not supposed to say. Eddie O was jacked up. I love it. I'll run through a fucking wall for him.
Roll Tide fucking love it.
Yeah, I love it. There's some bulletin board shit now that Saban's like, okay, I got you.
Exactly.
I got my eyes on you. You know what I mean? And Antonio Brown did it. It happens all over.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Right?
The locker room shit
Fucking
should
leave 'em-
stay in the fucking locker room.
Absolutely.
That's Crumb shit. I hate
Yeah.
that. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I love that out of Coach O because it's
Well, that's what
that's
you're
locker
supposed
room
to
shit.
do.
Yeah.
You're
That's what you're supposed to do
supposed to
that.
be heavy in the locker room. But that shit of the recording it and they're always behind the guy's back because if you held it up, he'd be like, get that phone the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you know that they're a crumb because they're always hiding it. It's always a hidden recording. Stop being a crumb. All right, enjoy the win with your teammates. No one gives a fuck about your Instagram feed.
Yep. That happened with the Cardinals. I mean, Mr. Peepers, somebody fucking got Mr. Peepers from the back, the 25th man, Alzarenda or whatever it was, and when Mr. Peepers was talking shit about the Braves, you know what I mean?
And he got a quick exit, didn't he, that guy?
Oh, yeah.
See ya.
Greg, you got one?
Yeah, Bryce Black, real quick before I go. He says the NCAA for not only the Wiseman but also the Bryce Chase.
I think the Chase Young one's bullshit. To me, you paid the loan back. That's bullshit. To me, the Penny knew exactly what he was doing. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Okay, he knew exactly what he was doing, and they literally gave that money to Wiseman because he knew they was coming to the fucking Memphis.
I know he wasn't the coach yet, though. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm not
Memphis,
saying that he wasn't thinking about it.
Then he's exactly what they claiming him to be, a booster. Then. Because he's the guy that went to Memphis, that wants him to go to Memphis, even though he wasn't the coach.
He wanted him to come to play high school for him, AAU and high school for him.
That's what
you know
it
what
was.
I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying
you think he wasn't like, and you're going to go to Memphis.
Listen, I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong, and very well, that's probably 99%.
He ain't giving you 11.5 to move to Memphis.
I know, I get it. All right, but I just have a problem.
I also can't ball.
With the way it happened. You know what I mean? Like I said, if he's not the coach at the time, I understand he's considered a booster because he gave them $1 million in 2008. I get it. It's just the whole situation. We killed them before. That's why I skipped.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to be quick
right through
with
them. Yeah, no, I skipped right through them because we've crushed them. We crush them all the time.
I hate the NCAA.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think that Penny knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. I mean, that's not neither here nor there. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to go, and I hate picking on a college kid because I know they're kids, and, but hi, Cynthia. Hello. I'm going to go Sean Clifford from Penn State. You can't go in a pregame and say F their boat and then come out and throw a dud at the quarterback position.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He was really bad yesterday.
Maybe cover,
I agree with
maybe
Willie.
Cover number 13.
100% on the James Franklin one. I mean, yeah, as a Penn State guy, I kind of always thought they were what they thought they were. It was just they kept winning.
He's a great
so
recruiter.
you were hoping
better than Minnesota.
You were hoping they would get to Ohio State before getting exposed. But I saw it coming because they struggled with Buffalo early. They struggled with Pitt the entire game. Iowa was close. So I kind of saw it coming. Not a loss, but a close game. But to come out and throw that bulletin board material, and now granted it was pregame, so they didn't even hear it till after the game, but to say that and get all fired up and then come out and throw a dud, 2 picks early, yeah, you're that's where you go.
Sounds good.
Well, fair enough. It works.
Good work, boys.
Another great one. Family. Sorry, I'm trying to do fantasy lineups at the same time.
That's why we're all.
It's tough.
We're all got 1 foot out the door.
Got 26 minutes.
Well, like I said, we can go forever. So that's why I was like,
let's get
we gotta
that.
stop. We gotta stop.
This is why I kept having fun with the drop time. And actually, it semi-worked for once. Look at us. 12:34, not bad. We had to drop that at 12:30. We said, fuck you, drop that. We got 5 left in the tank.
Drop dead, Fred.
Agree, disagree. A2D Radio. Follow us everywhere, fam. Every podcast place you can think of. Search A2D Radio.
Patriot Week.
Subscribe.
Patriot
Review
Week.
us. And listen, if you're on Facebook and YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, follow. You know the whole thing. For Tom Arnone, Nick DelGozzo, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic, everybody out there, we love you. Bye week 10-9-8. And hey, Flyers looking for 4 straight. Let's go.
Next Sunday, we'll see you. Big game, big Pats game next
Absolutely.
Sunday.
We'll be on Sunday morning. Shows all week. We out.